Hello everyone, this is a bit of a different video. I'm not out vlogging because I've gotten some questions regarding what I use for photography and how I pack my bags and what gear do I recommend. So I'm going to do a dedicated video just for that. But to look at how I do things, we'll have to get on the floor. Let's go. Alright, we're on the ground. This is the Peak Design 45 litre backpack. This is a sage colour. It also comes in black. Serves me very well for around 2 years now. Great thing, really recommend. I'm not going to go over literally everything in the backpack because that would take forever. So I'm just going to go over some of the more important things and the more necessary things, I'd say. Let's open up the front and start packing. Now, first thing that goes in, this. And where's the second one? Bloody hell. There we go. These are the TT685 flashes from Godox. Relatively budget option, really good. I highly recommend because the output's great, price is not that high. Only problem is the battery consumption is a little bit more, so you might have to pay attention to that. I use 2 of these for good lighting and they go right here at the front. Now, these are the Manfrotto PIXIs. You can pick them off Amazon when they're on sale, very cheap. Black Friday is coming up soon, so I highly recommend you take a look at Amazon and see if you can get one of these, because these are multi-purpose ones and these are dirt cheap. These go in the front like this. Quick detour to one thing in here. This is a screwdriver kit I keep in my bag. It's very useful, comes in handy whenever you have to tighten anything or work on any small things. This is from Xiaomi. I think it was less than the equivalent of $20 US. Very high quality. I very much love this thing. Always keep one of this in my bag. Now, here are the flash diffusers. You put it on top of the flash, goes right here. And in the front also goes the doll stand, which I have modified to put a tripod plate. You'll see tripod later. These go in the front. This is the metal wire version, which is way more sturdier. Now this, the spare doll clothes or the other set of clothes I'm going to use for today. These also go in the front like this. And speaking of batteries for the flash, these are the On-Loop Pros. You can get them off Amazon. Again, these are AA batteries. Very good charging. These are rechargeable, so I recharge them every time I go out. Now I have, I think 4 sets of these. I think 5 sets, I'm not really sure at this point. These are very good because they can hold a lot of charge. And with flashes, you will need a lot of charge, trust me on that. So having spare batteries and some already in the flash themselves is a great idea. These go in the little pocket right up here. Now in the front pocket, there's also a pen, which you always need, cutter, scissors, and you can't go out without a pocket knife. Love this thing, best thing ever. Okay, and that's about for the front. Let's go to the back. That's the money shot anyway. Okay, welcome to the back of the bag. Let's open up the main compartment and the flap accessing the main camera compartment. Now let's start with the big boys. This is the EOS R5, my main camera. Very high resolution, very good camera both in photo and video. But it only is my photo main camera because, well, you see the reason later. This has a 15-35 slapped on it. Very good wide angle lens, my favorite ever, with an ND filter already built on it. Now, let's put that in. Goes right at the top. Now, right beside it lives this. This is the microphone, the Rode Video Mic Go Wireless 2. What a mouthful. Now, you can't actually see it, but when it's in here, it stays right here. Now, here is another lens. This is the 24-70 EF 24-70L Mark II. One of my favorites, renders very well despite being from 2012. This lens is well over 10 years old now. Very good, one of my favorites, with the adapter with the control ring right here. This can fit on the camera directly with an adapter. I use this as an RF lens, and it goes right here. Now, here's something a little bit special. This is the EOS R8. This is my new video camera and I use this mainly for vlogging. That means that this camera right here no longer does all the video. Instead, it's going to be taken over by the R8. Both cameras film 4K 60, but I'm not going to do that. I don't want to destroy my computer and storage, so I'm doing 1080 for the time being. This has the 16mm on it, which means that this is a very, very lightweight vlogging setup. I love it over this monstrosity for vlogging because it's way easier to film in public places, it's way lighter, and my fingers don't feel like it's falling off by the end of the day. Now, because of the size of this thing, it actually fits perfectly right here. I love how small it is, it's just brilliant. Now, there's one more compartment here, and here goes the filter. This is an 82mm variable ND. There's a 6-stop ND on the 15-35 already for filming purposes. This is my old filter, but it's very good for photography, so I still keep it around. Now, these are the lights. These are the IWATA GL03s, I think. They're from 2019, quite old by their age, but has performed the duty very, very well. USB-C charging, very good. This has the hot shoe mount, and this is a clip mount for the little tripods you saw in the beginning. I highly recommend anyone doing doll photography to get one of these because they are small, compact. They're basically the size of an iPhone, and they have USB-C charging, which was just introduced in the new iPhone. Thank God. Thank you, Apple, I guess. But either way, these go right here. This is the flash trigger for the flashes up front. This is the Godox X2T. I use this because there's a spare hot shoe up here for mounting that light, and it goes right here. This is the little air pump I use to change the lenses. Goes right here. A comb for the dolls. Spare aluminium, metal wires, I don't know what you call these. You can twist these to adjust any angle you want and support anything. Highly recommend. A bundle of, I don't know, 15 meters on Amazon is like $2. Get one of these. And this is the little side attachment thing for the L bracket for the R5, which I keep on here all times. Now, batteries, batteries, batteries. We have batteries for the R5 and batteries for the R8. These are massive batteries from SmallRig. I highly recommend anyone doing photography or video to get more than 3 batteries. You'll need it. Thank me later. These live in the little compartment right down here. Okay, there we go. And this is the rig cage for the R5. You see me do upside down shots mounting the camera with the tripod inverted. It's very, very useful. However, for anyone that's not doing exactly what I do, it's kind of a hassle to carry around because, as you can see, the size is, well, it's a camera size and you can't collapse it. There's no detaching this, there's no deassembly. Can't exactly put this anywhere. Luckily, there's nothing in the middle, so I can just put it like this. Okay, there we go. Now to the doll. Now this is an MDD, quite a smaller size compared to the DD size, full size. This is around 42 centimeters, way smaller than standard ones, so this actually fits here pretty well. But you may be wondering, how exactly do I fit this entire thing in that little compartment right there? Allow me to demonstrate. Multi-step process coming up. Now, piece of tissue over the face like this, covering it with this. This is a plastic face covering. You can get them off Taobao or whatever for just a few dollars. Very, very good. Put them over the face like this. Put the little strap behind the hair and tighten like that. And just for more protection, plastic bag over the top, plastic bag from the bottom up, like this. Now, usually I do this, forming an L shape like that, and I think you can see where this is going. Start from the legs and the top, fits perfectly, just like that. So this is not a very good solution if you want extra protection, but I deem this necessary for what I do, because gears in L shape, dolls in L shape, they both take up half the bag, so I think that's fair. Now this is a magnetic back attachment thing which extends as a quicker deployment stand like that, with a magnet strap at the back of the doll. I bring this as a precaution or just as backup if I ever need it, but I pretty much never use this at this point. A bag for them if you need it right off the bat, and accessory box. These are the option parts for the hands. Any accessories, including what I have here as cameras, food items, phones, anything you can name of. Collect these, put them in a box that's hard enough and can lock itself just in case. This goes right here like that. Okay, I think that's about it for the main compartment, and there's attachments on the outside. Let's go. Alright, we're back at the front, and some honorable mentions before I keep going. This is my tablet, a Samsung S8 Plus. I can fit this in the bag whenever I need to work on something on the go. Usually don't need to, but it's slim enough to fit in. And also, yes, I use Samsung, I don't use an iPad because I don't like Apple. Another thing is a light stick. This is the Godox MA03, I think. Very, very useful, magnetic as well, so you can attach this anywhere with a piece of metal. Now there is the MA01, which is twice the size of this, but I do not recommend it because, well, where are you going to fit it? You can't even fit it inside the bag. This is small enough and lightweight enough to be put in the bag in the front or in the back. As you can see, there is still some space on both ends, but I don't usually bring this out unless I'm doing something at night. Another thing is the diffuser. This is just a newer one, a very, very dirt cheap one you can get off Amazon. These are great, you do not need to spend a lot of money on these. Now this can either be put at the front or be strapped outside. But nowadays I usually don't bring this because it's just too bulky to bring around and not worth it for usually just one shot that I do that somehow requires a good diffusion. But if I really need it, I have the option of bringing it along. Okay, back to what I usually bring. This is the tripod. A Peak Design travel tripod, carbon fiber version. I also have the aluminium version which you see in the videos. The second one is filming this video, so can't exactly show you that, but it basically looks the same. This is just made of carbon fiber, that's aluminium. Now this goes into its own carry case and goes on the side right here. Now this is a Gorilla Pod with the legs. You can just twist these all around to attach on fences, on railings, on whatever. This is for the R8 as a selfie stick like this for vlogging, or to attach these to fences to put them somewhere to film me unpacking or doing whatever or answering questions. It's great for what it does, however it does not support a lot of weight, so I am a bit concerned of putting the R8 and a big lens on it because it has slipped a bit. However, if it's with the 16, should not be a problem. Highly recommend everyone get one of these no matter what you're doing because they're lightweight, they're compact enough, and you can put a camera anywhere you like. Really, really great. Look at Amazon for discounts. This usually gets strapped on the top with one of these attachments that go on here and hook on like that. Let's just pretend there's a tripod in here, and this usually stacks together with this, like so. And that's pretty much what I use for the bag. This, at full carry, weighs around 15 kilograms, and I will say that you do not need every single item here. The most important things are batteries, support, lights, flashes, things like that. You don't need an R5, you don't need an R8, you don't need all of that for filming. That is just what I have been using for this time. Now, let's get back on the couch. back on the couch. Now, here's some things I really need to address before I end this video. You do not need all of this to do doll photography, especially if you are just starting out. I recommend someone who's just starting to find something relatively small and lightweight for them to carry around. This does not only include cameras, this goes onto tripods, this goes onto bags. Everything should be smaller and more compact for you to get used to doing it, and then you can pursue something more bigger and heavier like this thing over here. Here's what I recommend. Something lighter and smaller and relatively on the lower end like an R50, R10 or the ZFC or Z30 from Canon and Nikon, which are relatively robust options. I don't know much about Sony, but of course you can always look up other photography related videos for that instead. However, if you really do want my own recommendations, you can always leave a comment down below or come find me on Instagram DMs. I'll look at them when I have the time. But either way, thank you very much for watching this entire video to the very end and watching me just fondle myself over gear. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of me doing this or go on vlogging, and I will see you in the next video. Lemon out.